the Democrat Party, or those that often choose to keep the Bible out of their logic, or the thought that there is a God away from their intellect. And sometimes these groups overlap, not always. The mindset and the logic is often to attack others with the assumption of what they do is what everyone does. So when they attack Donald Trump of stirring up people to be violent, that's because they're doing it. Look at the number of cities and towns that were promoted and actually people paid to riot and burn and destroy. And the leaders of those groups were promoting that. So they accuse the leader of other groups for doing the same thing. Often because either they assume the other group's doing what they do because they figure they're like them, or they want to accuse the other group to make it a shell game, to keep the evidence and the accusations off of themselves. And these riots that happen today in America and perhaps around the world are exactly like the 3 riots in the book of Acts in the Bible. They were promoted by a small handful of people for either power or money. They stirred up the people, and the people didn't even know why they were rioting. This happened when they accused Donald Trump of trying to work together with the Russians, when actually, in fact, the people that were accusing Donald Trump of teaming up with the Russians are the people that were teaming up with the Russians themselves. The other thing, when you look at people like the Cheneys, Liz Cheney, who pulls away from Donald Trump. At first you may say, well, that's throwing up a red flag to Donald Trump. No, that actually throws up a red flag towards the folks in the inner circles of Washington, inside the Beltway, those Washington, D.C. lifelong politicians. And what it says is the Cheneys are a part of that group, who most Republicans and pretty much all Democrats are all a part of, that lifelong group that wants to control and manipulate and disregard your beliefs and your constitutional rights, and as an American citizen of a constitutional republic. Side note, we're not a democracy, but of that constitutional republic. So all that really says when people like Liz Cheney pull away is that Donald Trump is not a part of that group of insider elites of the Washington politicians. Whichever way all this goes, please read your Bible, pray, and keep Jesus first. Thank you.